Yeah, so show them how using, because we're repurposing your articles now each week. So we've got one every week going out, from your personal profile from the website, and how to build rapport. So without being salesy. So, and how LinkedIn really just showed him how his post will show up in people's feeds, and how he can go back and look at every single person that likes any of your posts, and he needs to check with you as to who these people are, whether they're personal friends of yours or whether they're potential. Because there was a lady who liked one of your posts from Australia that you're connected to with LinkedIn, but we weren't sure if she was a personal friend or.
Me?
Let me show you what we're doing. If I go back to your LinkedIn, there was, I think it was on this one here. Let's just see. Is it this lady? Yeah. I don't know if you know her or not. She's connected to you.
No, I don't.
So we started looking at her and it's like, okay, she's in Australia, but recycle, regenerative research, independent agriculture, prime producer. It's like, oh, that's kind of interesting. So I just said to her, check with Gemi whether what the connection is, if they're personal friends or whatever. But right out of the gate, here's somebody. I mean, she's paying for LinkedIn because she's got the premium. She runs an organic farm by look of it. Could be an interesting conversation. And then you can go to the there's no contact details right now. It's just a generic LinkedIn address. But these are the kind of things that could well be just this is how it works. So we just started looking at the different people who connected with you. Oh,
so she connected with me?
Yeah, you and her are both connected first on LinkedIn.
Well, I didn't connect with her, so probably she did with me.
Maybe, yeah. No, you and her are both first connections. But I wasn't sure if she was a friend. But if you don't know all about it, this is the kind of lead that we want. Of course, she's now going to see that I've looked at her profile as well. Then there was two other people that we looked at in that specific article. I scroll down. This lady here, you have to click on them, unfortunately, to be able to. Andrea. She liked your article as well, but I don't know if that looks Spanish to me.
Yes, she's from the north of Spain, but I don't know. She lives in Florida. I don't know that person either.
Okay, so she liked your article. So,
which article was that one?
The last article that we just did, she liked it.
The last one was my dad's.
No, sorry. The one I picked up was this one here. This okay. One. How to stop self-sabotaging.
Okay.
So it's like, so she liked it. So if she liked it, obviously she's read it. So how can we build up a conversation with this lady? So what I would typically do, and obviously her LinkedIn profile is all in the language you know beautifully. So I would go back and I'd send her an invite and say, hey, I noticed you read my article. I see you're in Florida, but you're also from northern Spain. So am I. And it's great to meet a fellow.
She works for a company with clean energy in Florida.
So, hey, why not? No, obviously she's read something you've written. She put a like on it. So these are the conversations that we want to start having.
Well, what kind of conversation should I have with this person?
In this instance, because you both speak Spanish, I mean, that is perfect. So you could write her in Spanish, which obviously I couldn't. James couldn't.
Yeah.
So you even know what all this says. There's no translate button on LinkedIn. But you could do that. I mean, she's followed by nearly 1,000 people, which is quite a lot. And then we could go back and look at her activity and see the kind of things that she's sharing. Obviously, you're right. It's about this is El Salvador. But start to look at what she's doing. Looking for a highly driven, motivated policy expert, but in Bogota. Wow. So maybe she's not. Maybe she just speaks Spanish. I don't know.
No, she works in. I mean, the company is Spanish because it's SA, and that's a Spanish.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Business terminology. And
so when I talked last week about being in the trenches and it's one-on-one, hand-to-hand combat, this is literally how it is. So if this lady, she hasn't written any articles, but she's quite a few posts. I'm not sure if this is Trump, but I don't know.
No, this is about the turn around that the environment drop off that Trump did versus Obama, that he was all about environment.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay. So I mean, you could comment on that because you would have an opinion.
I do have an opinion.
And, maybe.
About the asshole.
Don't say that on LinkedIn, but privately you can say anything you like. But yeah.
So I see those. Let me see. So Cindy, Marcos. I know Marcos. Marcos is a friend of mine.
Yeah. So that's what I was showing to him. Is like each one of these people is a conversation waiting to happen. So that's what we're doing, and I showed him how to build up his list.
But what kind of conversation?
Sorry, say again.
What kind of conversation? I mean, like to sell them what?
So one of the things I said to him, like yesterday, he told me that he drove 4 hours to Sonoma to watch NASCAR, watched it, and it took him seven hours to drive home. So he left at 3:30 in the morning, got home at 11:30 at night. He said it was a perfect Sunday. All right, for some people it wouldn't be, but
for me it would be like shoot me in the head so I don't have to suffer that long.
There's no way I would drive 7 hours home just to see some live.
3 a.m.
Yeah, that's what he did yesterday. Anyway, for him, it was his perfect day. So I said to him, "No, there's your LinkedIn post right there." I said, "You took pictures of the cars." He went, "Yep." I said, "So share a picture of the car and just say, hey, just letting people get to know who I am." Got up at 3:30 yesterday. I live in wherever he lives. Drove all the way up to Sonoma, watched the NASCAR, had a fantastic race, listened to the Formula One live from France as I was driving up there. Took a long time home, but you know what? I love windshield time. Helps me think, helps me meditate. And that was my perfect Sunday. Today, it's my day off. I'm hitting the gym. I'm making my meals for the week. I'm food prepping. I have book club tonight. That's just a little insight into the life of James. I said that's the kind of post that you could create for yourself, because he hasn't created any posts yet, and just let people get to know you. And I said then he needs to start curating your stuff. So I said to him, because he was very, very complimentary about you the other day when I was chatting to him on Thursday. He said, Gemi is literally the most kind, considerate, smartest person I've ever met in my life. I said, wow. I said, okay, well, say that. Take one of Gemi's articles and say exactly that, and then say the difference that she's made in your life as a mentor and a coach and being in her different programs. And I said, start sharing that. And it's like, wow, you don't hear people say that very often. And for a man to say it and to genuinely, mean it, and it's a business professional relationship that he's talking about. Mm-hmm. People are gonna read that and go, who is this baby? Who is this lady? And then obviously he's writing on your comments. So then they'll come back and look at your stuff, they'll look at your articles, they'll look at Nourish the Brain website. And this is the hand-to-hand stuff that he can do on a day. And I showed him how to do it in 15 minutes every day. So he's going to spend the whole day working on this today. And he said he'll just keep messaging you with any questions during the day. But he's hoping to have something cool to show you by book club, he said.
Something cool to what?
But he wants to be able to give you an update at book club tonight. You meet at 5:30 or something?
No, I have to see him before that because he had an appointment with me yesterday as a client, and because he wasn't here, so we moved it to today. So I will see him before that. And I'm trying. and I'm trying to get the book club this week rescheduled because my dentist just called me at 8 a.m. to reschedule the appointment that we had on Thursday to today because he's leaving. So I will have to move all of that, but that's fine.
That happens. Yeah. Just a quick aside. I'm going to Paradigm Shift on Thursday.
Yeah.
And I'm on a round table with, I don't know who, somebody.
Ryan and Julie. Yeah.
Yes. Well, one of their other couples, one of the ladies can't come, and he messaged me last night to see if I knew anybody who would want a seat. And I don't, but do you know anybody would go at this short notice?
I mean, I was thinking me, but I don't want to go to LA. I've done Paradigm Shift 3 times, and I don't want to go back this time because I have to go back to LA on Wednesday because I'm going to pick up my daughter, which is coming from Barcelona. So I don't want to go twice.
Wednesday?
Yeah. Wednesday is? Let me see. It's next week. I don't know which day is exactly. Yes, Wednesday.
Oh, okay. That gives me another idea. Yeah. So, I mean, I know James wouldn't get the time off work, but you were thinking about sending Emily at some point, but.
We did with Emily. Emily went last time with me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Totally fine. It's just, I just said to her, I don't know of anybody. If I can think of somebody, I will.
I don't know anybody, but if I know, I will let you know. So are you on the table? I think you are on the table with Ryan and Julie.
Ryan and Julie, yeah. And it's another couple and his wife can't come. So but I don't know these people at all.
Yeah. Well,
other than they know Paul. And he has his own business as well, apparently. And Paul said he really needs to speak to you because he hasn't done a good job at marketing whatever it is that he does yet.
Which one?
Ryan. But I don't know
Ryan?
about it.
Yeah, Ryan and Julie, they did the 3% with me. So they did the 3% and they are in my mastermind group.
Oh, okay.
And we did our first Paradigm Shift together. So
so you know them really well then.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Anything that I should know about them that would help me?
I mean, no, whatever they tell you. I mean, they are wonderful people. I love them, and just they are great. They are great. I really like them. They are very good.
Know that you know them. That's great.
Good people.
Great, yeah. So, question. It says sort of business casual. Is that so? Jeans, dress shirt, and a jacket will be fine.
Business people. You have to think that you are going to be VIP, and people dresses like men go with suit. So business casual is for men usually go with suit.
I never wear suits.
Well, you were wearing suit when you went to the other seminar with Linda, didn't you?
No, it wasn't a suit. It was a jacket and pants. But I mean, I have
that will be fine. That will be fine.
Can you wear jeans?
No, nobody
Really?
wears jeans. Nobody.
I always wear jeans.
I mean, okay. I mean, I guess you can. They are not going to say, no, you cannot go, but nobody goes with jeans.
That's very old school. Well, I don't know. West Coast, Pacific Northwest, which is where I live. I mean, even downtown Vancouver, if you watch most people, they may have a really good shirt, maybe even a tie. Rarely ties these days, and a great jacket, but almost everybody wears jeans.
Yeah.
Every day for work.
You don't see people wearing jeans. Yeah.
I'm glad I asked that question because, I mean, I had dress pants, but interesting. Is that just because Bob's just old-fashioned?
I don't think Bob is old-fashioned. I think she's very classic and stylish, and I don't know. I mean, Phil Goldstein, sometimes he wears jeans and like a polo. Last time I think he was wearing a polo. But
That's curious. That's okay. No, thank you for asking me, answering me. Yeah, so that's what James and I can do. And I said to him, he can message me every day and just sort of tell me where you're at. I said, I'm going to monitor you every day to make sure you're posting, and I'll text you some tips once I read your posts. He's very enthusiastic, and he always says, "Oh, this is going to be a total game changer. I can totally do this." But I've yet to see him do it. So I'm going to have to hold him every day to make sure he's actually doing it, because he gets it now. I've showed him 3 times. So, but he hasn't actually created a post on LinkedIn yet, or he's looked at it, but he hasn't done anything with it. But I said to him the same principle that I'm showing you on LinkedIn would also work on Facebook and Instagram. So we're looking at the people that connect, people that comment, the people that just like, and then starting to just be top of mind with these people. And it really works. I mean, one of the clients that we did this with the window and door company last year, I mean, it catapulted really good relationships into really good sales, just by establishing their authority, because they were not using their LinkedIn at all for the cool stories of different types of innovation that they have in the industry. So yeah, you got it. And then the story piece to go with it. So that's what I'm working on with him. We're gonna meet typically every Monday at 8 a.m. just so I can do my call with him just before yours. So Mondays is his day off.
yeah.
So that's what we got. But I'm also going to meet with him. I'm going to watch him each day and just keep that in my calendar to sort of check in with him and see what he's up to. That's what we're up to.
Okay. So the things that we wrote on the list, do you have the list from last week?
Yeah, one second. Just refiled all of my folders yesterday in just a different order here. Nourish the brain. Okay. So Paige has been working with you directly on the flyers, right?
Yeah, the flyers, I don't think they're going to work out, these kind of flyers. It has a lot of ink, and I print those things here in home because there is no much contrast with the white letters when it's printed.
On a regular printer, yeah.
You cannot read really well.
So what's the purpose behind the flyers? To give the flyers out to people?
No, I mean, I post the flyers in different places where I go, and like if I am going to the fire department, I will leave them a flyer there so they know the list. So I have to have them available all the time.
Yeah. Okay. So is it just a contrast thing because there's too much color in the background then?
There's too much color. Okay.
Because they look great. They look great on a computer.
Yeah, but this is like it's not practical. It doesn't look good when it's printed here in home. Like it's not an industrial printer. It's just not.
It's just a regular printer. Okay.
Well, it is a good one, but it's not like a professional.
It's not that you're printing on glossy photo paper where we get that contrast. Yeah. No. Okay. So I can get it to tone down the colors so that it's for printing. So that was the first responder one that you were working on, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you think about having a website page specifically for the DNS for first responders? Actually creating a page itself.
A DNS for first responders? It's not, I don't think it's worth it. No.
Just to have a separate web page?
You mean the DNS, the course for professionals?
Not a complete different course. No, just on the drop-down menu under DNS. If we actually had a page specifically saying first responders, and then have a link to the PDF flyer, but actually just have a one page.
Well, that's not DNS. That is the group series. It's not DNS.
Oh, okay, sorry, I'm using the wrong terminology. The group for DNS. Sorry, yes.
Well, until I don't know if I am going with them, I don't think that is worth to do anything.
Okay, so you're still just checking that out as a route. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at all the different subtopics that we had for group training. I was thinking on the website, ideally then we should have each one of these subgroups as a web page standalone by itself.
The problem, apparently, with Kajabi, because Emily's been checking on that, they don't allow to. Well, first off, they don't allow to drop menus. So there is no drop menu. So you have to create another page.
Let me just a second. Because we worked with that was Squarespace. Sorry. I was going to say, yes, you can, but it was Squarespace. Really? There's no drop-down menus in Kajabi?
No.
Dang it. I did not know that.
Yeah.
And she's checked it out, and that's for sure.
Yeah.
But there's nothing to stop us writing a blog post then specifically for each one of these and using as a featured blog post, I guess. Guess we could do that.
It does. I mean, like, I don't know how it looks like now. Let me see. Yeah, so everything that we do, like where it says programs, you cannot say like the groups. I mean, like I would like DNS 101 and group series here in the drop menu, in a drop menu, right? That doesn't happen. Let me see if I can share the screen with you.
Oh, sure, please do. Yeah.
I don't know where I am here. Oh man, I have so many things open here. Hold on a second. So here, where you see the, you know, like I would like to go to programs and a drop menu.
I'm not. Hang on, Gemi. I'm not seeing it. I've got a black screen with the top of with some headers, but I'm not seeing any website.
It says I'm sharing with you. You can.
You are, but all I've got is a little grey box across the middle. I'm not seeing any anything. Just nourishthebrain.com, but then it says right to the show. Post attendee. Oh no, it stopped. Try it again.
I did the stop. Hold on. Here.
Okay, got it now.
Now? Okay.
Yeah.
So when I go to programs, what I wanted is a drop menu where it says DNS 101 and group series, right? Like and every page a different thing. Well, that cannot happen for whatever reason. So it has to be here one below the other one. So we have to change. We have to add the group series here.
Right.
Write it down for Emily.
That is very frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I get Kajabi's super good for the coursework and the integration of the coursework to the website.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Lindsay's worked extensively on the blogs with Arnhem, just trying to optimize them for Google, and she said they're really a 5 out of 10 for what we can do with the blogs for SEO. They're okay, but it doesn't have anywhere near the functionality of WordPress on a blog. But the drop-down menu thing, that's a pain. Because there's only so many things you can have across the top. I mean, you fill that up.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder. I've seen some people in code where you can actually click and it'll go to like a third of the way into the page or halfway down the page rather than starting at the top. I wonder if the way of it is getting code. So like where you've got that group series course, if there's a way of doing it, creating a hyperlink there that when people click, they go straight to that box.
So when we go here, it's here, see?
Yes. But at the top, it still just says Nourish the Brain Institute. It's not giving us a sublink though, is it?
No.
Let me just try and mine just so I can see. So programs, sales page, group series. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, okay. So there's a separate URL at the top. So the page is there. So what I guess what we need to do then is when Travis is posting, if we wanted to do that, would be sort of just give you an example here in the chat box. Because he needs to literally post directly into that subpage rather than just programs page. Okay, so that goes to the shopping cart.
Which one? What do you mean?
No, I'm just saying if we wanted to specifically talk about this group, or you had separate other groups for, let's just say first responses or young adults or something,
yeah,
you would create subgroup pages, and then even though that's not in the nav, we could directly send traffic to it. So this isn't one that Paige has done yet. This is one that so
yeah,
I'd love to make these attachments as well, so people could actually click on the attachment and download it.
Yeah.
So, because she's building them all for you in Canva, right? Because that's what you use.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not as flexible, but it's very doable. It takes, yeah. So she got that one done. So after the first responder one, we're going to work on some other ones as well. What did we say?
Well, it's the same thing. It's going to be the same thing. It just changes the vocabulary, which is going to be the vocabulary that is here. That's it.
Yeah. Because I know she dumbed it. Well, there was she really made it a lot more readable by taking a lot of that out to make it a bit more distinctive. Okay, got that. And then we put the footer in, and then you had that bit at the top now to fill in some dates and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So which other flyers do you want to make up? Other than the first responder, we talked about one for young adults, didn't we? Well,
the three of them have to be the same design, so there is no.
Okay, so let's perfect the first responder one first.
Yes, so let's do that one first, and then like the other one, it has to be for the common people. It has to be the way it is right now.
Yeah.
This vocabulary is fine, and then the teen group, it can be a little bit different vocabulary too. But still don't know how.
When you say teen, do you mean young adults, sort of like late
young
teens?
adults? Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
High schoolers.
Because sort of in our church we have what they call youth, and then we have young adults. And youth is people up to high school graduation, and then young adults are people who have
college. I would like to address young people like. People that is not in college yet.
Okay, so it is. So what I would call youth. Okay. All right. No. Okay. Got it. So it is teens. Yeah. So that's sort of 14 to 18.
Yeah.
Age group. Okay. Perfect. So we need a picture to go with that.
Yeah. So and then the crest is not done yet.
The crest is done. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't get it yet.
No, it's done. It's I'll get it to send it, but no, I've seen it. It's done.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the other thing is the speaking page.
Yeah. So that's next on her list once she's got the flyers done. So as soon as I'm trying to she did the crest. I don't know. First, I'm surprised she didn't send it to you.
Because the crest is supposed to be done like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, no, the crest is done.
I don't have it.
Okay, I'll get Paige to send you what we've come up with, and then we can edit it. She did the crest first, then she went on to the flyers. So and then I'm just trying to get her to get one job done, finished, and then on to the next one. Then we got a template for the speaker sheet, which is next. So that's the next piece on her list after the flyers. And then we've got for the group, and then that's all in Canva, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we were also going to try and do stories around, potentially around Veronica and Emily, right?
What? Say that again?
You know how you did that video with James?
Yeah.
Let's go back. So we're going to do a video with James, and you're going to do it in a couple of different settings.
Yeah.
Out on a hike, talking about the superfoods and the shakes, and then him talking a little bit more about him going deeper.
Well, the videos were going to be the hike, a muscle mass, and recover family.
Yeah.
Those are the videos that we were going to do with James.
That's right. Yeah, and he's totally fine to talk about his mom and his sister. He was telling me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was those three, and then next people we had on the list was. Okay, I've got a second page here. First responders, this is teenagers. We had James's story, Emily's story, and Anna's story.
Yeah.
As test, remember when we were talking with Susan, she was saying about fleshing out more testimonies to show people the difference that your work has made. So we started with James first, obviously, and we got more to do. And then I had Emily, and then somebody called. Is Anna the lady you go to LA to work with?
No.
Sorry, I can't remember who Anna was, sorry.
Anna is somebody that lives here. I mean, like I see her every other Monday. Next Monday I will see her, not today.
Okay. That's not the Zumba lady, is it? That's Veronica.
Veronica, no. Veronica is the
diabetic.
The diabetic, yes. I will talk to her today at 11.
So is her story shareable yet? Would she allow us to talk to her as well?
Well, I would like for her to go off treatment and see, because that's going to happen in a week and a half, something like that.
That's coming off the insulin, right?
Yeah. So then we can talk about it.
That's amazing. Yeah. Okay. So crest, buyers, yeah, in that order. Now, I did get an email from Susan over the weekend. She's given me a whole plan back. I haven't had a chance to properly digest it, but I'll do that today, and I'll have that to you as well later today, Susan.
Okay.
And that's her initial research and her recommendation. So we can do that, and then we can set up another call with Susan and just walk through that. And just see how that goes. Whether because I'm out sort of.
Can I get this thing done today? This week?
The speaker sheet. Sorry. What today?
No, this week. I said today, but I didn't mean today. I meant this week.
The which?
The Susan's plan.
Oh, I'll have it to you today. Yeah. And then we can make a call and go through it with her. Yes. I just need to read it myself. It's come in and I flagged it to read. I just haven't gotten to it, to be honest. But I will have that to you today. Yeah. Susan's plan. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. And then the other piece was, let's just go through my notes again. So, I have another call with Travis as well. That's the other piece, because we haven't chatted for a couple of days since, so I want to talk to him again. Did you redo the video from the last webinar?
Yeah.
And then you sent that out directly yourselves, right?
I sent it out directly to who?
The people who had registered for that last webinar.
Yes.
Okay, because Paige was doing that, but you said you had that handled. So did we follow through with any of those people to see if they'd opened it?
Yes. I don't know about that. So James sent it out to them.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they open it.
Okay, so that's because
I think I don't know if the webinar got hosted the webinar got hosted into the, what's the name? The Zoom. thing?
Well, we delivered it live, but
Well, it usually gets recorded. So it got recorded in my laptop. I don't know if it got recorded in the. I mean, I have the link YouTube because I think I upload. I think did I upload it to YouTube? I think I did upload it to YouTube.
I'm not sure because I remember you said to me straight afterwards I didn't record it.
No. But then I re-recorded.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was asking. So you did re-record it, okay?
I did. But what I don't know if if got recorded inside the system in Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
I did record it for myself. I mean, like it gets
because
recorded.
we were going to send a recording copy to all the people that registered.
Yeah.
And Paige said that you'd got that handled, so we didn't do it.
Well, yes, I was going to. I sent it to James, and James supposed to send it to everybody. You know, like James is not being very accountable. Hold on 1 second. I have to stop this. And that freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if he has the technology. If he does he even know how to do that?
What, to send the link? That's not difficult.
No, I know it's not hard, but he'd have to go into Kajabi or Zoom.
No, because I sent him the link because I did have it uploaded.
No, I understand that, but what I'm saying is, does he understand how to data mine Kajabi to send it to the people that registered for the webinar?
No, he doesn't. See, he doesn't know. He doesn't have access to Kajabi. So if you want to go to Kajabi and check there. Yeah.
Because that's what Paige was. That's what Paige did the last time around. Is that we looked at all the 45 people that registered and how many people showed up, because then we get a spreadsheet. And then what we did was we tagged those people from that spreadsheet into an email list with the copy of the recording.
Yeah.
That's what we were going to do last week, but then you said you'd taken care of it, so we didn't do that. So if it hasn't been done, we should do that.
Yes, it should have been done. Because James is supposed to follow up with them too.
That's as a task, though. I don't know if I'd be giving that to him to do that task.
Yeah.
I might be getting him to go through the list and see who's opened it and trying to sort of create a rapport, but either Paige or Emily should be the people to send that out, though.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So.
Do you want? I mean, we don't have the recording. Did Emily put it on YouTube or anything yet?
I did put it in YouTube, and now I am sending it to you.
Okay. But what I can do is I can get Paige to forward that out because it's probably not happened.
Yes, do it again, just in case.
And then we've got to show James how to look at the data and see whether people have opened it or not. Because there's only so many times you can ask them, but the people that had opened it is where then we want to do that individual email to them specifically.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess the next thing we should do is plan another one.
Yeah, well, another thing that I'm going to do is do what I used to do, and is do the workshops here at least once a month. This is something that I used to do, and I haven't done it, and I need to do that again.
Okay.
There, I get a lot of people.
So what does the format of the workshop look like?
Well, my workshop, and I go there, is 45 minutes.
Oh, okay, 45 minutes.
Under 1 hour.
Okay. So what we could do is we can create events on Facebook and Eventbrite for that, and then start publicizing those.
That's what I used to do that. Yeah.
Okay. So is that something Emily will do for you, or is that something we can do for you?
I can do for. I mean, I used to do that.
Okay.
As I will ask Travis to do the
posts. Yeah.
The Facebook thing, and I'm thinking that maybe boost the post.
Definitely. Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay. So what's other than a little bit of website work? What are you doing with Emily, or not? I know.
Well, whatever I give her, she will do it.
Understood.
Yeah.
But I just want to sort of compare her role to Travis to Paige, so that we all make most of the time.
Yeah. So the flyers is something that I will give to Emily, but also, I mean, like she is on vacation now. That's fine, but she's being so into the whole baby thing and hormones and all of that that the less I give her, the better for me. I don't have to, you know, like being tracking.
Okay, so
I
and
get a little bit.
she's on an hourly rate, is she?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because I pay you plenty, I think you can handle that one.
I'm very happy to. I just don't want to. I just want to see what we're doing here. So that's probably.
So Emily will do anything that is on the website.
Okay.
Like if you would have said no, Paige won't do the speaking website, I will ask Emily. I mean, she's great at these kind of things.
Oh yeah, no, totally, we can do it. It's totally fine. Yeah.
And now she's leaving for 10 days, so it's you know, like it's a little bit.
Okay, so we're gonna do some live workshops. Do you want to plan another webinar for July though?
Yeah, sure.
So obviously July.
Will we do the same one?
I'm wondering about that. Have we done that 3 times now, right?
Yeah. I mean, like I used to work with a business coach, and she would say that do always the same one. Like for the workshop, is always the same one.
Yeah.
So.
I've been watching. I watched a webinar yesterday that was already recorded. Happened last week, and then I already knew it was recorded. I still had to fill in my name, my email, a little bit what I was looking for, and then they literally, I got the recording Sunday afternoon. I watched it Sunday afternoon. I didn't have to wait. It was already made, and it was very, very good. It was about influencer marketing. But that's really what we want. We want to be able to get into, rather than just having people show up, register, and then get sent a recording. We want what they call this webinar ninja tactic, so that when it's that good and we know it's converting, I guess what I want to watch, if you could send me obviously the YouTube link, I'd like to rewatch it myself because I want to make sure we're hitting all the bases.
I already sent it to you.
Okay, great. What, by email?
Yeah.
Okay, one sec. Got it. All right. Okay. Okay. I have it. Okay, perfect. So we want to see what else we can use that for, because it's only been watched once. So I'm guessing it hasn't been sent out to those people because nobody's clicked on it. Look at it. Oh no, it's got so 1 like. It's got 5 views. Okay, and it's what 42 minutes. Okay, all right. Webinar. Let me watch it, and then let's just see if there's anything that we can add to it. And then let's hype. I definitely want to keep the same message, the same deck, and everything. But I just want to listen to the messaging, make sure we've got enough calls to action to encourage people to follow through. And that speak to sell model that you saw Lisa do so effectively. And okay, so I'll keep it on my desktop and I'll rewatch it. And so with July 4th coming up, to this week, next week. So we should look at, we did this at 11 in the morning, didn't we? The last one. On a
yes, we did the one
on a Wednesday, I think.
No, it was a Thursday.
Was it Thursday? Okay. Mm-hmm. So the 10th or 11th of July, so the 11th of July, something like that?
Another thing that we could do, hold on, right now it just came to my mind. Can we put the webinar in my website?
Yeah. You mean as an event or as a?
No, I mean, I don't know, as an event, yes, it can be as an event.
Oh yeah, no, I think we did do that. And then That's when Paige took it out again and something broke, because that's where we had it.
No. You know, like, you have your webinar in the website, don't you? Your webinar is not on your website? I thought I watched it there.
No, I have a separate academy just for my recordings. So I have a Facebook group and I have the academy.
Okay, then never mind. Forget about it.
Yeah, no, I have a separate website just for the record. So we make stuff happen, bootcamps.com. And that's where they all are in that. Well, it's like your back end of Kajabi, if you like. I have it separately, but that's where I keep mine.
Okay.
I guess we could create a learning module in your Kajabi, though, for the webinar, and give people a code to just access that particular unit once it's built.
I am also uploading the group sessions at the Facebook group, at the YouTube, like I did last week. The group sessions that I have a week.
Yes.
Like last week it was inflammation, and I uploaded to.
Oh, okay.
To YouTube.
Yes, I watched it actually. I did. Yeah, I watched it, and the first 2 minutes kind of confused me because
I was talking about. Yeah, I don't know if I can cut those things because
you can. Yeah, you can. You just need to trim it before it uploads. You can't trim it once it's already uploaded, but you can trim it before it starts. I can help you with that. Yeah, if you want to send it to me raw and just say I want to start at 2 minutes 50 or something. Because the other thing is it's great to have like an intro and an outro. So title slides. So they say today Gemi's talking about inflammation, and we create a slide for that, and so that's the featured image. Then we go into the video, and then we have a closing slide with all of the details of how to get in touch. That's typically what we put on either side of a video like that.
I don't know if I. So now I have it also uploaded on Google Drive. Do you think that Google Drive you can cut the first 2 minutes?
If it's a raw file before you uploaded it to YouTube, yeah.
I think so. I mean, yes, it is.
Could you just send me that link? We can easily do that then.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I'll get on them to create intros and outros. And call to action. Yeah.
So let me give you both of them because there's 2 only. I didn't record the first 3, which I have to.
Okay.
I think
I
will redo it again.
I mean, this is good to put this kind of stuff in a Facebook group. So there's a reason then for people to join your group because they're going to get access to material that they won't get anywhere else. And at least we've got more of a captive audience in the group. So rather than just the 30-day challenge group, which we may or may not, keep trying, but let's just have a more specific closed group just for behind. That's what I'm doing with Paul and Kim.
Okay.
And then we'll put the videos in there as well. Somebody sawing wood or something?
What?
I could hear a noise like someone's sawing wood or something.
Oh, my husband upstairs. He is. I don't know what he is doing, but yes, he's sawing wood.
Nice. So he's off as well because he's a teacher as well, right?
He is a teacher, yeah.
Nice. So how long is he off till?
The what?
How long vacation do they have in summer?
Well, they ended up in June, and I think 2 months.
Nice.
Yeah, they finish at middle of June, and they start middle of August, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
Very nice. And Illy's coming this Wednesday or next Wednesday?
No, next week. Next week.
I've done a couple of interviews where I've interviewed my daughters around what they do. Just like they've been very, very well received because obviously the interview I did with Gemma about Instagram, I did one with Ellie about missions work. Do you think she would be up for doing like a live video or a recorded video interview as well?
I can try. I mean, like her English is not perfect.
So she just speaks Spanish?
No, speaks English, but it's not. I don't know if she will know how to express the whole thing, like all the emotions and you know. I don't know. We can try. I mean, it's not like something that we cannot try.
Wait for her to settle and get over a jet lag before you ask her. But I think that'll be a very powerful video.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah, that'd be really powerful. I look forward to getting to know her. Actually, that's very cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Okay, so I'm going to get Paige to send you the crest. We're going to work on the flyers and finish them off. Work into the speaker sheet. Susan's plan, the webinar setup, the YouTube videos through Kajabi to the people that registered, and then start to create these group videos as well and start to use those in a separate group. And then you just sent me the raw files to edit. Okay. I got my list. I can work with Paige on these today.
Hold on 1 second, Jonathan. Let me get this one. Hello, this is Gemi. I don't know. It's one of those things. One of those things of Social Security. Anyways, so what were you saying, Jonathan? Sorry.
No, I'm just saying I've got my list of what I want to do this week, and Paige is here, so I will. I'm only here 3 days this week because I'm going with Kim to listen to Bobby, you know. But I can go and sit with him and get this going.
We can set up the webinar for Thursday the 11th or something.
Thursday the 11th, yeah. At 11 again?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think so.
We had the same amount. I mean, like we have
all the material done. Yeah. We just need to pick a budget because I don't think last time we did any paid traffic to it.
I think we did.
You sure?
Yeah. I would say that we did a little bit.
We made a little. I didn't. I'll check with
I did. I think he said minimum $75, and I think I said no, minimum $50, and then I said let's do 75. Yeah.
Oh, okay, fantastic. So let's see if that because I know we spent 200 the time before, right?
Yeah.
And I think we had 45 register.
But this time we got. I mean, it was 45, but people was double and triple sign up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And this time I think we had 31 people, one sign up. So I think it was pretty good.
That's pretty similar then. Okay, that's a lot cheaper too. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Alrighty, I got my stuff. I've recorded this too. I've got to record my session with James, I'm sorry to say. I've told him to remind me to, if he doesn't hit the red light as soon as we start. He couldn't get onto Zoom and I was waiting, and in the end, like we talked on Cell, and eventually he got it in on Zoom. So
okay.
Yeah, he's got lots to do. But if I encourage him every day and watch him every day, I think he'll do it.
Okay.
He's certainly enthusiastic. I just have to see him do it now, right?
Yeah. I mean, like that doesn't mean anything.
We need results. Yeah. Alrighty, my friend.
Okay.
I got it. I'll go speak to Paige now.
Okay, thank you.
See you again soon. Take care.
Bye, Jonathan.
Bye.
Have fun with Bob.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it immensely. Okay.
Bye.
Bye for now. Bye.
Bye.